What's up, nerds? It's Mike.
And Martin.
And we are here with another podcast for the Nerdfellas show. And today, Martin got to interview
Carlito Olivero.
And I let him say that because my voice and my tone, everything doesn't sound right when I try to be Mexican, which I am. I just sound a little bit more different.
You sound a little white.
I sound like I don't belong in El Paso, Texas.
It's all good.
But Martin had the pleasure, and you know, I got to sit here with Martin, but I just let him run with it because, I mean, Martin is a master.
I would say so, man. I mean, honestly, though, like, he's super awesome. We'll just roll into the clip right now.
Hey, ¿cómo estás?
Hey, Carlito, how you doing, man?
I'm doing great, buddy. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, no. Thank you for allowing us to interview you, man. We appreciate it.
No, anytime, dude. Anytime, man.
Awesome, man. So we are Nerdfellas. We basically are a bunch of nerds that are, you know, like in El Paso, Texas. You know, we're in our own little bubble here, but we all nerd out about, you know, movies and comics and just, you know, animated series and stuff like that. So
That's great, That's great, man. Well, nerds make the world go round. I'm a nerd at heart, bro. So hey, don't even worry about it.
We've been watching some of the trailers for Bad Samaritan. It looks really, really good and intense. I guess one of the questions I wanted to ask you is, how did you get involved in the project?
Well, I did the audition in LA, man, and you know, it was like a normal, regular audition, just like, oh, you know, another one coming through. I ended up doing the audition, and then when I got the call back, it wasn't until I got the call back to where I actually, because, you know, most of the time as an actor, you get so many auditions, and you don't want to get attached to an audition. And because you know, I've been doing this for about like 10 years now, and I've psyched myself out so many times for projects that I've wanted and I never got, and I always felt like it's something that I did wrong, and like I go through this depression of like, why didn't they like me? Why didn't they book me? So when I got the first audition, I just did it, and I kind of forgot about it. I got the call back is when I came in, and I was in front of the director, I was in front of the writer, and I was in front of the producers of the film. So at that point, I was ready, and I was prepared. I was embedded into the character, and I went in, and I felt like I did a great job. So after leaving the audition, you know, I had a feeling. I was like, man, I got a great feeling about this, and I feel like I'm going to get this part. So I get a call from my manager, and he's like, oh, praising me and everything. Dude, you did great. You did great in Bad Samaritan. Guess what? You absolutely loved. I'm like, okay, so what does this mean? He goes, well, they gave the part to somebody else. I'm like, what? Wait a minute.
Wow.
What? How is this even possible? What the hell was the audition process about? He's like, okay, so initially they gave this part to somebody, but there's a possibility that he can't do because of date conflicts. So that's the reason why they started to recast for this role. So in my mind, as an actor, I'm like, so you mean to tell me I'm plan B? Like, damn, I'm the second choice in this? Oh, shit, well, thank you guys. So at the time, I'm like, you know what, as an actor, why would this actor not try to make it work? You know, unless his, you know, like, I'm pretty sure he's going to do the job. So I forgot about it, and a few weeks went by. To me, it felt like a month, but I'm guessing it was probably like maybe 2.5, 3 weeks. Then I get the call from my manager, and he says, you got the part? So I was super ecstatic, man. I was super ecstatic, and got to Portland, Oregon, filmed it, and then, you know, the director himself, he told me, he's like, look, man, I know you're not going to believe me, because I would always make fun of him and tell him, like, yeah, dude, I'm second choice, I'm plan B. Like, look, man, I know you're not going to believe me, but the movie would have never been the same without you, and I'm so grateful that you hung in there, and I'm so grateful that we got you, because you're better than I thought you were going to be.
Oh, that's awesome.
So, yeah, man, that's how that happened.
That's awesome, man. And, you know, honestly, like, we've been, I had been, a lot of my cousins are actually big fans of yours, all the little ladies out there, and just like through the singing and everything. And so when I was looking at your, you know, like, I know you were on X Factor and on the Telemundo Menudo, right?
Menudo, yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, you're super talented, man. Like, charisma just oozes off of you. And so,
oh, thank you, bud.
No problem, man. Was acting always part of the plan, or did it just come naturally to you? It seems like it comes like naturally to you, man. Because it feels like you're multi-talented over here, man.
Yeah, dude, it honestly came natural, bro. So I started with music. Growing up, music was my baby. It's still my baby, you know. And I just wanted to, you know, to just tour the world and you know, be the Latino Chris Brown at one point, and that's all I wanted to do. And then I remember when I was in high school, I heard over the air, you know, like just little, you know, these little infomercials that you hear on the radio. Hey, would you like to be on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon and all this other stuff? So at the time, I told my mom, I'm like, Ma, you know, they're doing classes. I would like to take these classes. So out of nowhere in Chicago, there's no agencies in Chicago. At least back in the day, there wasn't. So I started taking some acting classes just because, you know, just because I wanted to do it for fun. I didn't know anything about auditions or anything about any of that. Fast forward to my senior year of high school, I ended up auditioning for Menudo, and I made the group. And from there, it was just music for those 2.5 years. When the group disbanded, I moved to New York for about 6 months to be with an ex-girlfriend of mine. She was the actress. And I used to read lines with her and help her with her auditions and, you know, just like give her as much input as I can because it was fun for me. It was so super cool to do it. You know, and she told me, she's like, hey, you know what? You're actually a very good reader. Like, you should look into, you know, acting. And I said, no, I don't know how to go about that. I don't know how to do an audition or to do any of that stuff. So I went with her to her agency to pick up a check, and her agent was like, hey, you got an interesting look. Have you ever acted before? I lied. Yeah, of course, yeah. So he sent me to my first audition, which was a Starbucks commercial, and coincidentally, I booked it, my first audition ever. So I used that money to relocate to Los Angeles, and I was in a meeting with this big director. His name is Mario Van Peebles. He directed New Jack City.
Oh, yeah.
And he was... Yes, and he was directing a film at the time that was kind of like a new version of House Party meets Breakfast Club, and it was called We the Party. So I had met with him in hopes of trying to get one of my songs placed on the soundtrack. So I'm having a meeting, I'm playing him some music, and again, he says the same thing. Hey, man, you got an interesting look. You act. And at that time, I had a Starbucks commercial, so I'm lying. I'm like, yeah, I act. I got a Starbucks commercial on the air right now, and so he looks at me, he throws a script on my lap. He's like, I want you to read for the role of Paco. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Comes back, I did my lines, and then he goes, interesting. And then all of a sudden, at the end of the meeting, he says, congratulations, I'm going to put your song in the film, but I also want you to be in my movie. I'm like, wait a minute. So like a real movie, like a movie that's going to theaters? He said, yep. And so that's how I got my first feature film role, and that was like within the first month of me being in LA.
Wow.
And once that happened, man, I was like, okay, well, obviously, like, this is something that's just coming to me. So I started taking more classes. I got an agency. It was slow. It was very slow at first. You know, I was only getting a few guest star roles here, a couple of spots here, a Time Warner commercial here, and, you know, but still at the same time recording my music and still doing it. So, yeah, man, it kind of just happened all naturally.
That's awesome, man. And of course, like I know that you're now on East Los High. And
yeah, man. Well, so East Los High, we just did the season finale. We did up to 5 seasons, and that aired. So we're finished now with the show, but that aired in December. And now I'm a part of a brand new show called Step Up High Water. So I don't know if you're familiar with the dance movie Step Up. But we got our own series now, and it's on YouTube Red. So we just got picked up for a season 2, man, and we're excited.
That's so awesome, man. And so I know, like in this new movie, man, like this is kind of like a big deal, right? Like you're working with David Tennant, and what's it like working with him, man? Like he was just on Jessica Jones. He was Doctor Who.
To be honest with you, man, I didn't know who he was, bro.
Oh,
I didn't know
man.
he was a big deal until like 3 months ago. And you know, so like I didn't notice it until my friends were like, bro, you got to work with David Tennant? Holy shit, dude, like, I love him, man, I love him. I'm like, wow, this guy's got a big fucking fan base, like, this is crazy. But, dude, like, he's amazing, bro. He's a perfectionist, and, like, he's one of the sweetest people you'll meet on set, man. Super nice, but the minute he converts to Kale Ehringer, the character, he's just a psycho, bro. Like, he's amazing. He's amazing at what he does.
I've heard that. Something that he like, stayed in character and, like, was freaking people out and stuff like that.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. He was serious, and he was all about it, man.
That's awesome, man. So, okay, so what's next, man? Like, you got your music going, you got acting, and these series. Do you have any other like big movies coming up? Do you have or are you looking to like do something different?
Well, right now, man, so I'm just working on the third album right now. So I released my second album at the top of this year, and I got a new single out right now, which is called "Live for Me," and it's like a reggae pop type of vibe, and then we're about to go platinum with that pretty soon in a few months, so I'm pretty excited.
That's amazing.
And just Bad Sam, and then just trying to put out more projects, man. And we're starting season 2 of Step Up in a few months, man. So just trying to keep busy with that, with music and acting, and then hopefully, God willing, we'll get another big feature film, man, to release by next year.
Awesome, man. And obviously we need more Latinos in the spotlight. We need more. We definitely need more representation out there, man. Maybe maybe in the future, like, is there some, like, maybe directing? Is that something you might be into?
Maybe not the directing part, man, but I would love to get into screenplays, and I would love to get into writing my own story and writing my own script, bro. And that's definitely the plan, And of course, being able to produce a film or to be one of the producers on something that would definitely be awesome. But as far as taking a step into that, it would definitely be into writing my own job.
Very awesome. And okay,
like a Rocky, you're like, hey, you know what? You would make me the lead actor. I'm gonna write in it, direct it, produce it, star in it.
Exactly, like Sylvester Stallone, man. That's the way he did it.
Yes.
So last question, man. Like, it's kind of something we always ask. If you were gonna be a superhero in any universe, who would you be?
I'd be White Tiger, man. It is a Marvel superhero who's the first Puerto Rican superhero ever.
Oh, man, that's
old comic back in the 70s. And the only reason why I'm saying that, man, is because all my life I've always wanted to be a superhero. Especially what's going on, like Avengers is taking off, DC is taking off. Like now, all these like damn superhero things are taking off, and the fact that Black Panther is really doing extremely well, dude, that's great for us, man, because it goes to show that minorities can actually, fill up the damn movie theater.
Exactly.
So Black Panther is, in some way, shape, or form, is tied to White Tiger, man. So whenever you can, just go on Google, type in Puerto Rican superhero White Tiger, and then you'll see the comics pop up. So I'm hoping, now that we've shown that Black Panther can do some justice, that eventually there will be a Latin superhero coming, and hopefully I'll be at that audition, man.
Hell yeah, man! Like we'll definitely be campaigning for you, man. We'll start a little petition and everything. Awesome, man. No, but I just wanted to thank you again for giving us this opportunity to let us interview you, and of course, is there?
No, pleasure's all mine, man. Thank you guys for even taking the time.
Awesome, man. Thank you so much, man. Have a great one.
You too, bud. Have a great one. God bless.
So that was Martin's interview with
Carlito Olivero.
And I was actually, he threw me off guard when we asked him about a superhero, and he said White Tiger. And what? No one knows White Tiger.
Yeah, no. It threw me off for a loop, too, because I'm like, oh, who?
And there's several versions of White Tiger, and he knew exactly which one, from the 70s. The Hector Ayala. And, he came out around probably a little after or around the same time as Black Panther, I want to say. So, I mean, it would be awesome to have more Latino representation, especially in Marvel.
Yeah, and what I love about Marvel already in general is that they're so diverse already. Mm-hmm. So it kind of just fits.
Exactly.
For him to just kind of bump in there.
Definitely. And, he's definitely proven that he has the acting chops.
Oh, yeah.
He has the voice. This is a multi-talented guy, and I think we need a campaign for him to be White Tiger.
I agree. So, yeah, we'll definitely start a little petition there for Marvel to check him out.
So we'll do a hashtag Carlito for White Tiger.
Yeah, there you go.
So we're going to go ahead and get that started, guys. So make sure you run with it and demand that Marvel gets him to play White Tiger.
But other than that, man, I mean, thank you guys for listening to this podcast. I know it's been really tough for us to bring the show to you guys, but we are trying. We are getting more guests to bring to the podcast. So please, just stay tuned, and we'll definitely keep you guys updated with a bunch of movie news and just reviews and all that.
And make sure that you all tune in. We have another new show, Popcorn Points, so we're going to be doing that hopefully every weekend with our top movie picks. So maybe we'll start doing that pretty much just a recommendation, not the best rating, because we're going to go based on if we liked the movie or not. So just, stay tuned. We'll go ahead and make a few more of those. Martin has some stuff in the works. Both of us have more shows that we want to work on. So just tune in and make sure that you keep up with Nerdfellas.
Yes, sir. And so, yeah. Take it away, Mike.
Other than that, also you can make sure that you go to www.rippedapparel.com. Use the promo code Nerdfellas, and you'll get 10% off your t-shirt design. And they have awesome shirts. Martin is always wearing a Ripped Apparel shirt, nice crossover shirts, and they're available for 24 hours.
Yeah, the one I'm wearing right now is Black Panther and The Dark Knight Returns.
That's a nice one. My favorite one, my go-to one is actually Bane's mask over Breaking Bad, Heisenberg's face.
Yeah, Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bat. Yeah. So there's some cool stuff. So make sure you check that out. Make sure that you go out and see Bad Samaritan. That's coming out this weekend. So make sure that you go and see that film.
All right. And for us here at Nerdfellas, nerd out.